thing I called off work this morning with Gage.
and I have you. That's enough to paint lonesome black and blue. Yeah, I have you, and you have me. That puts a bow up in the sky that tells the rain to cease. We've had up, and we've had down. We've had warm nights, we've gone round and round. What I know, this much is true. There ain't a color in the rainbow that shines like you. Carve our names into this tree, and then lay beneath.
Alright, with this being day 2 of rain, we are not getting this wall finished. But we did get up here and get the decking squeegeed off so it doesn't absorb water. Although it's not supposed to. We're just taking our precautions because it's our house, you guys.
It's wet.
It is wet.
And it wasn't supposed to be. Day number 2, that it was not supposed to be.
It's good. Hey everyone, welcome to It's All Grady. I'm Denise.
And I'm Marcel.
We're so happy you joined us today on our 25 acres.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Welcome to our homestead.
Yeah. Well, we're building our homestead.
Yeah, we are.
How awesome is that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we are currently in the house building phase of building our homestead.
Yeah. Key word is home. Because we got to have one, guys. We're living in a camper for a long time.
Yeah, so we have been in our camper for the last
2 years.
Yeah. But today we're going to jump on the build. So, previously on It's All Grady.
Yeah. All right, guys. Even though 3 days of rain is truly a blessing for our land and for us, it's like slowed our production down quite a bit. So it's time to get back to work. This is about using crooked lumber. That's what this is about. Does that make sense? Come on over here and I'll show you what I'm about to do. Today I don't have the same help as I did 3 days ago. So I'm gonna have to do some of this stuff on my own. One of the things I don't have to worry about, one of the problems we run into with crooked lumber is, well, it's crooked. And it's very difficult to twist it back into place. There's some cool little tricks that we can do to help us, right? So seeing this right here, one of the steps I can do is screw a little wood tab to it, and it will lift my board to where it needs to be, because it's very clear that this board has a camber to it. Just something that we are having to learn how to deal with is how to use crooked lumber. Sweetness! See, now my board's flush. The reason I picked Crown out is because our hallway is going to be a much shorter wall. So we'll make the ugly, it just is going to be on the outside. Because it's a short wall, you'll never notice it. We have enough skills to make that look really good anyways. Our longest wall is going to be our bedroom closet wall. So I wanted to put that to the inside of the closet because that was the longest wall. We would have to spend less time trying to make it look good like we'll have to do on this little bit of wall in here. Otherwise we would have to do it in our bedroom, like, 13 feet of it versus like 6 feet of it.
I thought that
this is the bottom. So when we stand it up, the crown will be this way. This wall is mostly coming out, right? Because it's going to be 16 feet this way, guys. And it goes this way. It's going to be bedroom and office and stuff like that. So,
All right, it's pretty hot out here. The wind is blowing, cooling us down just a little bit, but the cameras keep overheating. We're trying to get this wall thrown up. We've had quite a bit of rain over the last few days, so we're finally able to get to it. And we gotta beat the clock, you guys, because we have company coming. We're working hard to get things done to be ready for our company to come help us put these roof trusses in. So we're gonna jump right back into getting this wall put together. Hopefully we can get it assembled this afternoon.
all right, guys, so what we're going to do with this crooked lumber is use it. Yeah, we're going to use it because we can cry about it all day long, but it's all crooked lumber, right? So we're going to take the steps. We snapped a line. That's going to make it easy now to reuse the line to reattach the base board of this wall, right? We got screw holes. I made pencil marks so we can line it up exactly where it goes. Bam! It'll be back in position. And on the top board, guys, because I won't continue to use this because we're going to be out of it. But what I decided was being able to clamp the top plate on this wall, because it'll probably be the only interior wall we have up here with two boards on the top for an interior wall, right? So we'll be able to clamp those boards straight again, right? We'll attach it, we'll flush it, we'll clamp it, and we'll attach it. It'll be two boards on the top, just like we did on the perimeter. Okay. And that will line up the top, because the top board, guys, is really bad too. I can show you real quick if you want to see what we're dealing with here. But so we installed this wall 3 days ago, guys. This is some of the crookedness that we're dealing with, that I'm talking about right now, that we're not going to be overly concerned about because we will be removing this section of the wall. But if you look in this corner, you can clearly see that these boards are so twisted that without using another board to clamp it together and stuff, it's going to be virtually impossible to build a flat wall. So you want to see it? right there, guys. Look at that. That's actually screwed in, guys. That is screwed in. That stuff is twisted. We're gonna use it. Yep. All right, guys, but just because this stuff is so twisted doesn't mean it's unusable. It's just more difficult to use it. So there's some steps that we can take. We do know that with this interior wall, we're going to be installing a top plate all the way across it. And that top plate is gonna tie into this side wall, right? And we're gonna tie all this in to make it real strong right there. And by doing that, I will have 2 boards that I can clamp together and straighten this wall out. So on the bottom, we'll follow the string line, and on the top, we'll utilize an additional board to help square up this wall. Does that make sense? Playing? Mm-hmm. All right, guys, we're not gonna be too scared of this stuff. This is like anything else in life. You know, you're throwing an obstacle here and there. You either give up or you figure it out. And we're pretty good at figuring this stuff out, you know what I mean? We've built a lot of walls, that's all I'm saying. Just never for our own home. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How freaking sweet is this?
Pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome, guys. Mm-hmm. Once again, guys, this is not a reflection on the lumber company. We love Ride Out Lumber. Man, this is such a good way here. I'm just telling you, it's such a good way. I don't know why I didn't do this before. I know it works. Hit it like 2 or 3 times. Twist this. All right, guys. So as you can see, by the placement of my square up against our framing lumber, baby case, we give them a little look. This is what we have to work with, right? So we've already pulled out the best of the best, and most of it wasn't much better, guys. We've learned some tricks along the way in all of our building adventures, not just here. We've built a lot in our time.
Yeah, we built some really neat stuff, guys.
So there is some tips and tricks, because when they cut this stuff, guys, it's cut straight. When it dries out, it goes, does all kind of weird stuff.
By the time it gets to us, you guys,
it could be in bad shape. Yeah, this isn't even the bad stuff, guys. This is the good stuff that we're working with right now. Now it's the end of the good stuff, but we still have to use it. There are tips and tricks that we are using to install this stuff still so it can be straight. That's going to take extra fasteners, right? We talked a little bit about it in our last video, right? We snapped a line and we pick one side, guys, and we push everything else the other way. It's called pushing the slop or kicking the can down the road or whatever you want to call it. But what it is you got to pick one side. One side could be really good. So we've determined that the opposing side was going to be our easy wall. It's going to be our best wall. Yeah, so the longest section of the wall is going to be like the inside of the closet. So I'm cool with pushing all that stuff this way, but it's knowing that you have to do that first, because one board can be 3.5 inches and the other one's 3 5/8. So you're just constantly in and out, right? So you just pick one good side and push everything the other way. This stuff we screwed down originally, right? And did our layout all together nice and straight. We clamped it. We spent extra time to make sure it was straight.
the little piece that Marcel fabricated for lining up the boards is working out really good, you guys.
Alright. Come on. Come on.
Previously, we asked you to drop some comments in the comment section below about who you guys thought was coming, and so far people have guessed Melanie and Gary from Simple Life Reclaimed, which you guys got that right. They are coming and we are so happy to have them here. Alright, so on the last video we asked you to guess who our second channels are that are coming out, and we gave you a couple of subtle hints. One of them being that it's 2 channels. So did you guess it right? Well, it is Drew from Drew's Lens and Lindsay from Into the Mist. So if you guessed them, you guessed it right. We're so excited that they're coming back to the homestead to help with the trusses.
What? Drew and Lindsay are coming out again? How freaking awesome is that, guys?
Yeah,
We are building on the dream team.
we are.
Yeah. So if you guys follow along to the end of this video, guys, we're going to leave some hints because we need a bigger dream team. Right? So we're going to invite somebody else. You just got to follow along to the end. And I'm going to leave you some super sweet hints because I know I have been because you guys are guessing them all. All right, sweet. Bam!
You guys got to be sure to stay to the end to get those other hints.
Heck yeah.
All right, so we're on the home stretch.
Woo, it's getting hot. We can't let it stop us because last time we stopped when it got hot, we got shut down for 3 days. Actually, today's the 3rd day. I'm gonna have you come to the top instead. First. Go for it. There you go. Okay, nice. I'll try to pick up most of it. Okay, you ready? Up we go. All right, so we're gonna have to slide it all the way back to that chalk line, okay? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on.
All right, so we started this morning with just one section of the inner wall stood. So we've stood one portion and we have one more portion to go. We're gonna work on that now. It's a shorter portion, so it shouldn't take us as long as the last one, but it's exciting to see it all come together. Getting toasty up here. We got this small section left. Marcel's laying out the first 2 boards. And I'm gonna jump right in and line up those crowns for him.
It's just a process of using screws and nails and pushing and stuff just to get this stuff to go back into shape, yeah? But in the end it works. It's just extra work. right. Well, that's that wall. It's a little one. I'm still proud.
Mm-hmm.
I made a mark. That mark goes on this mark right here. Okay guys, since we decided we were going to install our wall halfway through after we already did our exterior walls, I need to come back in on this wall and cut just the top section of this top plate so that when we tie these two walls in together, it ties them in one across the other and it makes it a good, nice, strong connection. Ready? All right guys, now that we got the top plate on our exterior wall notched out, I'm gonna install the top plate on this interior wall, straighten it up, and that thing is ready for trusses. Yes, I do believe I found a semi-straight board to start with, which is good news for me. After that, we're just gonna figure it out. Perfect, baby cakes.
Just one more small section to do and it'll be a wrap for the day. That's the sound of the saw getting bound up, baby cakes. But look at that right there. It's because there was a screw holding it in. All right, guys, this is the last piece for the day. And it's looking pretty darn good, if you ask me. With the final 24-foot section of wall put up, it feels good to have it done. Marcel and I had quite a day fussing with that crooked lumber.
Yeah, we didn't let it stop us. There's some tips and tricks, guys, to using some of this stuff. And you could even like transfer the same techniques to like previously used lumber. So you don't have to necessarily be too scared of it. Yeah. It's just a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we hope that one day maybe you guys can use some of these tips that we've used. right? We didn't end with just building the walls
Nope.
and standing them. We also installed the top plate, which straightened our wall out real nice, and we tied it in properly on the top of both end walls. So it's all tied in beautifully. We have a little bit of work to do down low here, but we're ready to stand some trusses up here. But there's still a lot to do. We still have a lot of preparation.
We certainly do, you guys. So part of that preparation is going to be, I don't think our team is just big enough.
No, we definitely need to call more people, guys. Like, I got phone numbers, and we can reach out to these people.
Who is coming next, babe?
Yeah, so let me see here. What kind of a hint can I... So I've already used their people, and they're awesome. I mean, these are awesome people too, guys. How could I go wrong with that hint? That's just one little taste. The other hint will be... Ready? All right, guys, so the subtle hint that we're going to lay down for you is they have grown really close to us. Bam!
Yes.
Man,
Guess that one.
I'm really good at hints, guys. As you can tell, you've guessed every time. I have no doubt you'll guess this time. I'll get better at the hints, though. My last one's going to be really tricky. All right, guys.
If you guys are enjoying our content, please be sure to give us a big thumbs up.
Bam!
Ring that notification bell.
Heck yeah, that's down there, guys. You'll know exactly when our content comes out.
Share our videos.
That's what I do, guys. I do it and I brag about it like I should have a sticker on my shirt that says super awesome sharer.
Be sure to subscribe.
Yeah, guys, if you're not already subscribed to our channel, get her done today because it's not time sensitive. We just want you to be part of the bunch.
The pack.
The pack.
Thanks for watching, you guys.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one, guys.
Peace.
Bye.